Ready?
I was trying to catch the me, may, my, mo, moo.
You want to do it with me?
I like it.
Me, may, my, mo, moo, do. Me,
may, I hate you.
That's what they do in choir.
What up?
Oh, we started?
Yes.
Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another... You're so stupid. You're going to edit that out. Hello, everyone.
What up? I'm not.
One more time. Hello, everyone.
All three of these are going to be there.
Welcome back to another episode of Insert Subject here.
Yeah.
I'm Makia.
I'm Anthony.
And 2022 is starting out with a bang, so let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. So how are you today, Anthony?
I am, I'm happy. It's a new year.
It's a new year.
It's a new year. Feeling good. Brought it in with my wife and my kids. Life is grand for me. How about you?
Yeah, I'm feeling groovy myself. In case you missed it, we didn't have an episode last week. We were planning to just throw something up, but we were just having such a good time. Usually around the holidays, I like to go away. And we decided to stay home for Christmas because my mom was off and she wasn't going to be able to go with us. So we decided to stay home and then go away for New Year's Eve. And so that'll be in another episode. But with a new year, y'all be careful out there. Don't
facts.
y'all go out here trying to quit your job and making a whole big spectacle and stripping down, unless you work on my job, to your skivvies so that we can all enjoy.
What do you mean unless they work on your job?
Did I say that?
Yep, out loud.
So
She with it today.
let's get into it. So somebody quit their job. Or was he about to lose his job? You was about to lose your job. Which one was it?
I don't know. Who we talking about?
Antoine Brown. Antonio Brown.
Antoine Brown.
Y'all know I'm bad with names.
Gringo. And yeah, Antonio Brown was Antonio Browning. CTE is real.
But why not just casually stroll with your left right on off?
Because I'm not laughing at him. I don't want you to think I'm laughing at him. I am not laughing at him.
Okay.
What I'm saying is I found the humor in it because let's deal with the deep part. I think Antonio Brown has always had mental health issues. Mm-hmm. That's there. I think it was intensified by playing football.
Okay.
I think, CTE mixed with already pre-existing mental health issues makes him a very erratic character.
Okay.
And I feel like him quitting was part mental health breakdown and part him not in control.
Okay.
Because it was like the video of him walking off and he was just like, I was like, I don't even know if he knows what's happening right here.
Yeah, you could be right, but it was a joy for me to see.
It was funny though. Down to the jokes. He was on that sideline like, I said no.
And they was trying to talk to him like, no, man, don't leave us, man. You do, man, don't leave us. No, put your shirt back on.
Mike Evans was in that corner like, come on, bro. Look, we got 2 games left. We're going to the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. He was like, he threw it. You know it's bad when you throw your tank top.
Yes.
He ain't throw the jersey because he probably would have got fined. He threw his tank top and gloves in the
Yeah. Good times.
great times.
Thank you, 2022. I love you already. So on our trip, which again we'll get into next week, but some things that I really want to talk about is we watched Don't Look Up. If you have not seen Don't Look Up, I beg of you. And I know y'all really don't be liking the movie recommendations, but that was a really good movie. Stellar cast.
Go ahead.
Jonah Hill.
Star.
I volunteer for tribute. My girl was like, come on, Meryl
He's a star.
Streep. Like, come on, man.
Jonah Hill is a superstar.
I love him so much.
It was satirical. They
It
tackled
was.
everything that we're experiencing right now.
Yes.
And they managed to do it while making me laugh and not be sad.
Yes.
And then they took me all the way to the end, no spoilers, and made me very sad.
Yeah. I mean, the whole time I was trying to figure out, is it true, is it false? And I know that's what a lot of Americans and citizens
Yep.
of Earth, because that's my new
Citizens of Earth, y'all.
Citizens of Earth. I know a lot of them go back and forth because there's so much being pumped into you that you don't know what to believe,
Yes.
what not to believe,
Yes.
because the world was supposed to end like 14 times now. And
Y2K. That was the one. That scared
Yes.
me. That was the one that scared me.
I was terrified of Y2K.
Y2K scared me to life.
But yeah, I definitely recommend that. And then if you have seen it, hit the comment section below. Tell us what you think. And then Alice in Borderland.
Bruh.
So if you like Squid Games,
Bruh.
this came out before Squid Game.
It was either right before or at the same time.
Okay.
Because I think when we finished watching Squid Games, I saw it pop up, but I
Okay.
didn't watch it.
And so it follows, games that you have to play.
Arisu.
What I like about it is it takes like the team effort, because with the Squid Game, you started rooting for different people
Yes.
or come
Yes.
on together, work together. So there are parts where people have to work together, parts where people have to work separately, and it's just so much going on at one time. Now, the one thing that I hated was there was a lot of dialogue where dialogue didn't need to be.
Unnecessary words.
Like, I'm screaming, go!
we did. We did. Like at this juncture, if you enjoy like me yelling at the movie screen, that's the show for you. I yelled a lot. Like, bruh, you don't, fam.
Stop talking.
Why
This
we
ain't the
sitting
time
here?
for talking.
Why are we sitting here? Alice in Borderland was such a good show.
It was.
Such a good series that we binged it in 2 days.
We binged it in
Maybe a
one
day and a half.
Yeah.
It was really good. Only 8 episodes. So it's not a lot to get into, but it is a lot to get into. Like it expanded on Squid Game. Squid Game was more like Saw. Mm-hmm. And this was more like Spiral.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it didn't start. You know how Squid Game started with you telling a backstory and all that? It was no.
Yeah.
It was like a little piece of backstory and then
And
boom.
then boom, here you go. It was good.
And it's been green light for a second season. So
and I
we're
can't
waiting for
wait.
the second season. So
We probably so behind it's going to come out right now.
speaking of behind,
Ooh.
I used to be behind R. Kelly.
Oh, we great go there.
I loved me some cows.
We great go there.
I still love his music, which a song came on while we were on our road trip. And I couldn't help but sing. I loved it. It's sitting in my beam, I sitting like the phantom, listening to either, listening to the anthem. And then when Kel's about to come in. And he's like, and I am telling you, like. Then I got behind Trey Songz. Because if you didn't know, based on this episode, if you're watching on Wednesday, my birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know it's somebody's birthday.
Cheer.
Right now. Hey. I love my Trey. And one of his songs I always sing for karaoke.
Yes.
If you ever leave, I lose my everything. You complete me, baby. Don't you let nothing come between us. And so a former college basketball star took to her Twitter and said that she couldn't hold it in anymore, that she was ravished by Trey, and she could not
Against her will.
And she couldn't hold it in anymore. So I guess she pulled the trigger.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, because this is a
Serious topic. Not making fun of the situation.
Right.
Serious topic.
Everybody was like, Kiki tried to tell us, and y'all didn't want to listen. And then right before this, he was accused of assaulting another young lady in like Vegas or something. And I have to say, like the Kells situation, when it first came out, I was like, oh, that's bad. But still kept listening to the music, still kept rocking on. And I did the same thing with Trey. I was like, man, I mean, I could see how it happened because it was rumors that he had been ravished, or maybe he liked it, I don't know, himself by a gentle caller, by the male variety.
He was alleged to be a part of the B2K victim pack.
And so you can look at this two ways. You can say that he was a victim of circumstance, so victims repeat their behaviors. Or you could say he just wanted what he wanted. Or it could be somewhere floating back and forth between. I'm very curious to see what is going to happen. I think where there's smoke, there's fire. So there's some truth there, if not all truth, but something definitely happened.
We ignore it.
We do.
The hardship is when he sung, take them off. Problematic because it was too close to R. Kelly. But we let it slide because he was Trey Songz. You watch him on stage and he's spitting in young ladies' mouths, and I mean, a lot of women came to his defense, like, "Oh, that's so sexy." Then, but then when Keke Palmer came out, like, "Yo, was trying to force herself on me," she was ignored because it was Trey Songz, and Trey Songz was still hot.
But I also have to say, Keke, she's a little cuckoo sometimes to me. Take into account that time she did the whole that New Year's Eve party over some dance party we was watching, and she was in the room.
That was the COVID party.
The COVID party. And she was dancing, and she had a female in the room with her. She was like, get up and dance, and the female was like, I can't hear the music. But Keke, I'm sorry, sometimes she came off a little questionable.
She did. However, could that have been him picking his victim properly?
Absolutely.
Because he picked her. She's not a bad looking girl.
She's not.
He picked her because the stigma is she's crazy. They won't believe you.
And that very well may be true.
He picked this young lady, allegedly, and her star had dimmed out a bit because she left college and was going the whole I'm a Insta famous route. And
be a musician.
I guess he assumed they wouldn't believe her either. And the biggest problem I have with this is when will we stop allowing this type of behavior from celebrities because they're hot? Because I feel like we all knew R. Kelly was, that Aaliyah stuff was rumored early on. He was still allowed a 20, 30 year career. Why? Because he was popping.
Exactly.
So why, I think it's hard to say we let this happen for 30 years and now we're ready to cancel him. No, if we were doing the right thing and if it's about doing the right thing, we should have canceled him then.
I agree.
Because we ain't gonna let Earl on the street do this to a kid.
That is true.
So it's tough for me because we support it. We listen to the music. But it brings into question for me. Are we at the place where because the reality is this cancel culture is not canceling Trey Songz. It doesn't even sound like they're starting to cancel him over the allegation.
No.
But we're not doing anything with Trey Songz, even though it's been alleged several times. They'll do it when they're tired of him. So why is it not acceptable to separate the man from the art?
I think some people take the innocent until proven guilty approach. So they're like, it's just a rumor, it's just an allegation. I think that's what some people do. In my case, I didn't cancel R. Kelly, and I guess technically I haven't canceled Trigger either. Because I don't know. I honestly can't give you a clear enough reason. Now when it comes to Trey Songz, I haven't listened to his music, but I'm not going to pick up and...
Bruh, when we read this story, she was in the kitchen cooking breakfast, listening to a Trey Songz mix.
First of all, I
read the story. I'm sorry. And I sent it to her. I'll clarify.
Thank you.
It was eerie. Like, that was eerie.
That was like perfectly timed.
Story pops up. I'm looking on my phone like, oh, this is creepy. And I listened and I hear, is somebody getting, and I was like, what's the odds?
Right. But I think just some people, they don't want to separate the artist from the music. Some people still want to get behind the artist. Some people are like, it didn't happen to me or anybody in my family. So it's just so distant and far removed from me.
It's tough because I think R. Kelly is the one that still I have a conflict with because so McKay and I differ, and she loves music for the instrumentation and the beat and I like that part. I do, but I'm more a lyrics person. So I hear lyrics before I hear the rest of the song. And when I listen to the lyrics of R. Kelly's music, I can't help but question, is he singing this about a little girl? And that's what makes it tough for me to listen to his music. Even though he made some amazing songs, like R. Kelly made songs that got me through dark periods. Like, I wish. Like, it's certain music of his that I'm just like, that wasn't you can't misconstrue I wish was singing about a little girl.
Right.
But at the same token, he still has a bunch of hits that are very sexual in nature. And, I mean, we all saw the documentary and Feeling Your Booty was about a 14-year-old girl in the studio.
Yeah.
So I think people are really conflicted, but I want to know, time has passed. He's guilty. Where do you stand on R. Kelly?
Yeah, hit the comment section below. This might be old news now, but what's going on right now as of the taping of the show is the whole Portia family drama.
Bruh.
Well, so first, I didn't know Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta had a show that was on right now until I was scrolling and I saw Portia setting up for there's something that happened on the episode. I don't know if they're going to show it, but it portrays me in a negative light and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then it started to explode with this fighting scene. So from what I gather, because I didn't do too much research into this, I hate reality TV shows.
Some of them.
No, I hate them. I only watch a few of them. I watched Real Housewives of Potomac because I live in Maryland and I want to know where it's good to eat. I like to eat different places. And then I watched The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because I want to go to Salt Lake City, but I really like their fashion. Okay,
why do you want to go to Salt Lake City?
Because I think it's a beautiful state. It looks beautiful.
Really?
But I'm really watching it because one of the girls is married to her grandfather.
Exactly.
And I really wanted to see how this, now that is reality. Like this lady is legit married to her grandfather.
That's nobody's reality but hers.
Exactly.
That's sickness.
I wanted to see how it played out. And then I started falling in love with Salt Lake City. Like it's a very beautiful city.
Only way I go is if you take me to meet Cody. I'm trying to meet the OG.
And then that's the other reality show I watch is Sister Wives because I'm really trying to figure out how these chicks, how they share this man, which it's falling apart.
It's falling apart. So I don't watch all the episodes, whatever. But I do walk in the room or I'm there and she's watching. I'm just like, yo, losing all of them. He losing all the original ones.
And it's just like it just seemed like he just like whatever at this point. So what I gather from Portia is her current fiance, and her baby father were all on this trip together, I believe, in like Mexico. Now, first of all, I don't even know why you're taking your previous fiance with your new fiance on a family trip, but whatevs. And so there was a fight that went off, and then one of Portia's cousins or whatever was caught in the crosshairs or whatever, and now she's saying that she was either assaulted of the sexual variety or she was harassed of the sexual variety.
Yeah, I've read that.
I can't quite figure out which one it is, but my question is, you didn't tell your cousin that when she was dating dude? Like,
it wasn't important, man.
And then it's just so much that's going on. Like, I just don't get it. But the cousin kept using hashtag Portia for real or Portia family drama or whatever.
Yes.
So at this point, it just seemed like clickbait to me.
Publicity stunt.
Much like our youngest daughter, who she tried to start a YouTube channel. And so we put on a notification bell so we could be notified whenever she put a video up. And so we're out Christmas shopping one day and it got the notification. So I logged on to watch because if it's bad, I'm going to tell her take it down. And this chick, 5 years old, 6 years old at the time, was giving away hoverboards.
Whole hover. So Jordan's 12 now.
Correct.
So that was about 8 years ago when hoverboards had just come out and they were all about $400 a piece. she was like the first 50 subscribers win a free hoverboard. And I was
like clickbait. Take it down. Take it down.
Pineapples. Who buying these hoverboards? Do you have a sponsor, young lady? Because you got 3 viewers.
Right.
I don't even know what's happening.
Right.
But they use whatever they can to drum up some publicity.
Exactly.
It's sickening because you are perpetuating a stereotype of ghetto black people on TV to continue to make money, but you don't want to be viewed as the ghetto black girl.
Right.
So why do the fake fight? Why do the throw a drink at you? Why do all of that unnecessary stuff? Because like Makia said, she watches The Real Housewives of Potomac. Mm-hmm. They handle themselves fairly well. And I think they tried that fight thing one time, and I think it pushed their audience away a little bit. So they was like, let's reel this back in. We gonna talk some trash, but we ain't gonna throw no blows. Because that felt like Bad Girls Club. And I don't think a lot of people watch Bad Girls Club.
No. And you know who has been the most successful fake reality?
Who?
Is them Kardashians.
Ooh.
Now let me tell you something. I don't keep up with the Kardashians because I can't literally or financially. Like, that's just not my cup of tea. Even though I'm happy now that Kim have the same issues that I have because her daughter don't like being rich and my daughter don't like being poor. So we kind of like...
I hate it here. I hate it.
So I started off, I was one of the ones who used to watch the Kardashians. My favorite Kardashians was Rob and Scott. Rob and Scott was my absolute favorite Kardashians.
Why?
Because they were like, everybody was like, I don't want to do that now. And Rob and Scott, they used to just get drunk. They didn't care. I mean, he got drunk enough to put his pecker in little China doll and had that little baby.
Well, that wasn't drunk. I don't think that was drunk. I think, anyway.
Well, you know.
I think that's where he was supposed to be.
Okay, and that's fine, because now he done turned into a whole magician. Like, have anybody seen Rob?
Shut up. What you mean a magician?
Have you seen him? Where's Rob?
I don't keep up with the Kardashians.
But he has not been in anything. You ain't seen a picture, a post,
He trying to get his life together. Remember he was selling socks?
Exactly, and I was going to buy the socks. And then Khloe became my favorite Kardashian because she went through the whole transformation. And I used to watch her little show when she was having people like get themselves together. But then I had to choose Jordan. So Khloe, I'm sorry. I just can't roll with you no more. And then she just started rearranging her face and stuff and photoshopping. And I couldn't get with all that. So now my favorite Kardashian is Kim. And let me tell you why.
Because you got your Kanye?
Not only do I have myself a Kanye, but any woman who commits to something and rolls with it is my kind of chick. You done already dealt with a crazy dude, Kanye. Now you're going to another crazy dude?
It's publicity.
But it's a commitment. Like, she just, like, if you didn't bipolar to bipolar.
Like, it's no way that relationship with Pete Davidson is real.
Hey.
If it is, then Pete Davidson is the man of the decade.
I agree.
Because his track record in women, I mean, Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, Miley Cyrus alleged. Like, he winning, apparently.
Yeah.
But won't nobody stay with him because he's crazy. But can I backpedal a little bit? You said something, and you said you had to choose Jordan in the Khloe situation. I just recently saw that Lamar Odom broke up with Taraji P. Henson because he wanted to pursue a relationship with Khloe Kardashian.
Yes.
I do believe now, seeing that that's been her MO, I believe she is, I don't feel sorry for her with the Tristan situation anymore.
I've never felt sorry for her.
Because if I'm recalling correctly, because I don't keep up with the Kardashians, but Tristan was a basketball player.
Yes.
She took Tristan from
I believe
her
name was
baby
Jordan.
mother, right? Mm-hmm. I used to feel bad, like Tristan doing her dirty. I remember in one of the episodes, I was like, Tristan doing her dirty. Not no more.
No, I believe in karma. You get what's supposed to come
Put it out
back.
there, you get it back.
Yep. So, Anthony.
Yo.
What do you have for us today?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Well, I have a rant and a question today.
Oh, baby.
Yesterday, we went to Texas Roadhouse. First of all, I don't understand quite what's going on in Texas Roadhouse because you put your name on the list and then you tell them you're there and then they tell you come in and then they sit you in a little area in the front and then you sit there and then you wait for somebody to come and get you. Now, typically our Texas Roadhouse experience is fine. But when they walked us back, the person was still cleaning off our table, like dishes in a little dish bucket thing, wiping down the chair, everything. So we're just kind of standing there.
Because the host didn't say a thing.
Nothing. He's breaking down the table because clearly there was like a party of 8 there. It's only 2 of us. So we just sitting there and nobody really said anything. They didn't grab us no basket of bread, nothing. Okay. So then we go to sit down and I sat next to Anthony because he was sitting in chairs until the bench, like dried off. So we sit, decide what we want to eat. Waitress, she took a little bit of time, but she came over, took our order. And she was like, can I start you off with something to drink? And I'm like, nope, no, we know everything that we want. We ordered everything. Off she goes. So we had salads. They brought us our salads back. So we're sitting and more people come get sat in the area. And then Anthony notices that other people are getting their food. Now
The people that were sat after us.
Right. Now we never get, nobody ever comes over and takes our plates. I had to flag down another waiter and say, hey, can we get some rolls? Because we still hadn't even gotten the rolls. More times going, people that got sat after us are now paying their check. We sitting there like, where's our food? So the lady that's waiting on us comes out and brings some food for another table that was sat after us and just like sprints off.
Past us.
Never comes over like, hey, I'm going to check on your food. I'm going to see what's going on. Nothing. So I flagged down another waiter in the area. And I'm like, can you get our waitress and ask her how long our food is going to be? So he...
you know what? I'm going to go get it now because I think I saw your food in the window.
Right.
Darts off.
So then he doesn't get the waiter. He gets the manager. The manager comes over. And I'm like, well, I just asked for the waitress. But okay. At this point, I should have known something was wrong. So the manager comes over and is like, hey, is everything okay? I was like, no, our food's not here. And everybody else is in this area has gotten their food set after us and everything. And she was like, I think I see the food in the window.
Saw the food in the window. I'm going to go back there and find out why it's taking so long to get to your table. Give me a second.
Again, no waitress. So we're sitting. Waitress is like helping other people. Everything doesn't come over. Cool. Manager comes back. She walks past us, goes to another table, and Anthony is listening. I hear her apologizing, so I'm thinking,
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened in the kitchen, but it looks like you got the wrong food. But was it good? And I'm looking like, wait, how you eat the wrong? Like, because I can see the table. I'm facing these 2 tables. Plates are clean.
So then she comes over to us. It was an issue in the kitchen. Somebody gave your food away.
So when she says it, I'm staring at the plate like, that's what I ordered.
So she's like, they're rushing it right now. They're going to make it right now for you. I'm going to give you 30% off and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay. Because at this point, we had to go to the supermarket.
Yep.
It was supposed to snow, which it did today.
Yep.
So we were like, let's just wait it out, get the food, get the discount. Boom. After that, our waitress comes back over. This is the first time we've seen her since she took our order. They gave y'all food away, blah, 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 blah. Cool, whatever. So we're waiting to finally get our food. Food isn't even that great at this point. So we go ahead and she brings the check. There's no discount on the check, as you can see by the picture. So it's like, there's supposed to be a discount on this. So she's like, oh, hang on to my...
Nope. She didn't say nothing. She grabbed the check and was like, oh, and walked off.
All right. So then she brings over the new check. Okay. So this is where my question came in previously. Because as you know, on your checks, there's the suggested gratuity, which is solely based off of what I ordered. Because as you can see in the 2 checks, the lower check has the lower gratuity. And this is why I have an issue with tipping. First of all, don't tell me what I should pay.
Facts.
Based off of what I ate, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't tip anything. And I hope she understood why I didn't tip anything.
She did. I had to go back and get McKay an umbrella, and they were confused because it wasn't a tip on there. But continue.
Even if the issue wasn't your fault, you should have, as a waitress, you should have came over. Hey, is everything okay? Oh, I see I don't have your food. Let me go check it out. You didn't do that. I had to flag somebody else down and get us some beverages. I had to flag somebody else down to figure out what's going on. And it's not even like you weren't in the area, ma'am. You were here.
Right here.
So and I've been a waitress before. And I've lived off of just tips. I had the little $2.35 as my minimum wage. Everything else I made in tips. And I bust my tail, not to make a tip, but because I treated people the way I would want to be treated if I were in a restaurant. So my question to all the people that say, no, you're supposed to tip, would you have tipped? What would you have done in this situation?
Comment below. That's going to be good.
Because I have seen so many back and forths about tipping. And people, it's classless not to tip. I don't care what you think of me. If the service wasn't good, I'm not tipping. I could care less how great the food was. The tip is not going to the chef. So why am I paying a tip based off on how much I spent?
So my short answer is we're dealing with a generation who feels entitled to stuff. When the pandemic hit and Uber Eats was waiving delivery fees and people were still delivering, when I tell you I was tipping sometimes more than what I paid for food, because I knew these people were putting themselves in harm's way to bring me food. But now I go into carryouts. Have you noticed that when you pay with your card and carryout, I'm going in to place my own order and pick up my own food. Tips are suggested.
Right.
Now, for me, I tip well. Sometimes too well. I tip people who often don't do good service. It's just recently been customary for me. If you really mess my order up, listen, I can't rock with it because you're not trying at this juncture. But I was tipping on the strength of not what I spent at the restaurant, but how good the service was, because that's what I believed it was for. But these kids feel like because I'm a waiter, you owe me tips.
Right.
So you want me to tip based on what I spend, and sometimes more because you got the celebrities posting their little receipts. I spent $30,000 in the club, but I tipped $2,000.
Right.
So you want to show off, not me.
Exactly. And if you're in this position and you're trying to get tips, then you should just get another profession with a job that pays you where you don't need to rely on tips.
Yeah, but bigger question: why would you accept, like you, Micaiah, accept a job paying $2.35 an hour?
Okay, so that's a good question. So I was working at Friendly's. I loved ice cream. I loved chicken fingers. I loved the French fries. Dipped them in the honey mustard. I got to eat as much as I wanted. So yeah, I was working at Friendly's.
Wow. It paid for itself, huh?
It did.
All right. Good with it.
Question
answered.
And I would get the kid, because they take it out your check, but you pay a discount. I would get the kids because they had a kids meal and it came with a happy ending sundae. Who doesn't like chicken fingers, French fries, honey mustard, and ice cream?
Ish fun fact: she still orders the kids meal.
I do. It's just nostalgia.
But I'm curious to see what people think about the tipping. That when you said you took a job for $2.35 an hour, it ain't no way. Like, I'm not gonna. It ain't no way.
Surprisingly, and this was back in 95, 96. Surprisingly, I was making good money.
I mean, but it was back when you're a people person, number one. Number two, you didn't feel entitled to anything. So you were working like, I have to earn my tip.
Exactly.
That's the mentality that's missing. Because all of the waitresses and waiters in, where were we? Texas Roadhouse, were just standing around in the middle talking to each other about nothing.
Right.
They didn't feel they had to earn a tip.
When I was working, you didn't have to worry about anything. I dropped your silverware. It appalls me how many times I have to ask people, hey, can we get some more silverware? Can we get some more napkins?
Yes.
Like, even then, because we were skimping, they was like, take the half bottle of ketchup out, or don't put all the napkins in. Still, I made sure everybody had what they needed, and I was only 16 years old. You didn't have to ask me for ketchup, mustard, a straw, lemon, nothing. I'm dropping it all down, come back to check on you, making sure everything is okay, and I'm only 16. These 20-somethings with all your tattoos everywhere. I used to think that, well, you had to be over 18 but now I realize, no.
You could be 12.
Yeah,
yep.
you could be 12. But now I should not have to ask for anything.
You shouldn't, but you do. And that's the workforce now. And I think that's what makes it difficult to enjoy eating out, because the workforce is different. The people that are the waiters and the bartenders and the servers are socially awkward individuals who don't know how to interact with people face to face. I bet you if I could text my order to my waitress from across the room, she would get it right.
Yep. So anyways, welcome to 2022.
2022, we here, shawty.
If you have not already, please like this video,
Yeah.
subscribe to the page, turn the notification bell on, and keep the comments going in the conversation. Keep the conversation going in the comments section below. I almost made it.
No, you didn't, because we started off wrong.
Anyway.
This is a great episode. We back, shawty. We got energy. We ready to go. If it's anything that you've seen and you want us to try to cover, I was going to say cover it, and she covered a whole. No, leave it covered.
I know it's somebody's birthday.
And she's going to sing. Cancel her. Cancel her. And if you want to be the next co-host, insert something.
What's another live birthday song?
No. I can think of something. I'm the Ish still is a good birthday song. Sorry. I got them diamonds on my neck, got Patron in my cup. If you
But that's I'm the Ish. That's not I need a song that say birthday.
Comment below. I'm gonna come up with one too. I can't think of it right off the top of my head because for my birthday I only sing Stevie Wonder. But
and I don't want the little. I don't want the slow one. It's your birthday, so you know you gonna ride.
Yeah, that was never a live birthday song. I mean, but 2 Reasons really ain't a birthday song either.
Well, it gets me drunk.
It gets you drunk, fam. This is where we at in 2022.
Somebody getting burnt up right now.
You about to get canceled.
Don't cancel me, guys.
I'm just curious to see if he gets canceled. So I'll be watching this. That's one story I'll probably be following. But I'm sorry. I'm trying to end. You know what story from 2021 we still haven't gotten a resolution on?
What?
T.I. and Tiny.
Oh, it got dropped.
What do you mean it got dropped?
Yeah, it got dropped.
What do you mean it got dropped?
I will talk about it and I'll show you after this episode. Yeah, it got dropped.
Yeah, so I gotta go because I need to know what happened. Cause yeah, so this was great. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social medias. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. If y'all know the social medias, they're in the description below, and then all the box and all that stuff. We love y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend we here. You feel me? Follow us. And with that, I am Anthony,
and I'm the birthday girl. And thanks for stopping by to talk to Isha today. Bye.